What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. This is season 4, episode 9, and the title of this episode is The Truth Comes Out. I've already done a part 1, so if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that video out as well, but this will be part 2 to episode 9. Starting off with Chantelle and Pedro. So Obed continues to tell Chantel that this was just all a setup. The more Obed talks, the more Chantel starts to piece things together. And she's flashing back to things that she ignored early on. So Obed feels that Pedro really loved or loves Chantel and was used by his mother and sister. He adds that Pedro was tricked into falling in love, and now that he has his green card, he wants to get out of this marriage. He wants to get rid of Chantel. So I believe that there is a lot of truth to what Obed has said. A lot of you were saying that Obed is just jaded and that he's upset because he was burned by Pedro's family. So comment down below your thoughts on this whole situation. Do you believe that Obed is speaking straight facts, or do you feel like he is trying to get back at the family? Let's move on to Russ and Pao. So Pao gives birth to a healthy baby boy. She made it through having this natural birth. I mean, she does seem like a strong woman, and I had good feelings that she could do it, but at the same token, I was kind of like getting a little nervous because the way Russ was nervous, he was looking at the midwife like, do you know what you're doing? And it was just a lot going on. I will say I kind of felt like to a certain extent, it was okay for the cameras to be there, but then after a while, they should have packed up and got up out of there. Like, they had to blur out a lot of things because I think at one point she didn't really like have any clothes on, and I just felt like I wouldn't want all these cameramen and all these people just staring while I'm giving birth. Like, this is an intimate and private moment. But then again, what in the world am I talking about? Because Pao is the type that she is not modest whatsoever. She's done a lot of nude photo shoots, so we're talking about Pao here. Of course, she wouldn't mind a whole bunch of cameramen in her house with the camera seeing everything. So yeah, scratch that. Let's move on to Elizabeth and Andrei. So Andrei gets his way and basically causes a financial burden on his wife and unborn child by booking this $600 ticket. So Elizabeth, she could basically go into labor at any moment. And she says that she is not in agreement with him spending their money. Let's move on to Colt and Larissa. So not much communication is happening between Colt and Larissa since she's been home. She feels by him turning her phone off, Colt took her rights away. Colt tries to apologize and smooth things over, telling her that they can get her a really good lawyer. Again, Colt is very calculated and he likes to manipulate Larissa and us viewers. I feel like he feels like he really has us fooled, and I see right through him. He's a messed up individual in my opinion and loves to poke and then hide his hands. Now, I'm not saying that Larissa is some angel and that she doesn't do anything, but I truly feel that he has some issues as well. So let me just be neutral and say they both got some issues, but when I look into this dude's eyes, I don't get good vibes. I feel like he's a messed up individual. That's all I got to say. You guys comment down below. Let me know your thoughts about Colt and Larissa. Let's move back to Russ and Pao. So they have named this poor baby Axel. Why? That's all I got to say is why. You guys comment down below. Do you like that name? Now, let me move off of that because I'm not trying to talk about anybody's kids or babies and all that stuff. So Pao is being a protective mother. She's picking at everything Russ is doing, how he holds the baby and just everything. Russ says that he believes that the baby is going to help their relationship. So I'm assuming when she found out that she was pregnant, things kind of smoothed over from her first miscarriage. He's hoping that this baby is going to bring their relationship closer. Now, I'm not in agreement when people think that by having a child with somebody that's going to help your relationship. You have to do the work. You have to put in the work to make your marriage strong. And I'm just not in agreement with thinking that a baby is going to solve your problems, because it won't. If anything, it adds on more, if you don't already have that stable foundation. That's my opinion. You guys comment down below. Let's go back to Chantel and Pedro. So Chantel Chantel video chats her parents and she fills them in on what she's learned. She's telling her parents what's going on, but she's somewhat being around the bush, and it's basically like pulling teeth, okay? Trying to get her to talk to her parents. Her parents offer to come to the DR, but Chantel tells them not to. She adds that she needs to talk to Pedro to see if the allegations are true. Her mom reminds her that they can always hire that private investigator, and Chantel quickly objects to that offer. At this point, what does she have to lose? Why does she think Pedro would be honest and tell her or admit to using her for the green card? Chantel needs to face the music and get that private investigator. Little does she know, she is building up a pretty strong case, okay? She's out there fighting for her marriage. Pedro is rejecting her every chance he gets. He got a one-way ticket, first of all. Second of all, he's grinding all up on this other chick. Third, he's telling Chantel to take her tail back to ATL. And what in the H is she doing here? All this footage TLC has filmed shows that he came here for other reasons. Let's go back to Elizabeth and Andrei. Elizabeth and Andrei take Andrei's father out. They take him out to dinner to try American food for the first time. Andrei starts planting bad seeds about Elizabeth's family, and this makes Elizabeth upset, which it would make me upset as well. Andrei's father seems to be very level-headed and very positive. He isn't swayed by his son's thoughts, but instead he knows his son's character, okay? And he says if there's conflict, it's important that they resolve it because they are a family. And that's what Andrei still gets, thinking that, you know, he was going to snitch off about what they're doing and that his dad was just going to take his side. You know, some people have that mentality of, you know, even though my family member might be in the wrong, because they're family, I'm going to still take their side. No, that's not helping a person grow as a person. I really love the fact that his father was not swayed by Andrei's negativity. Let's move on to Ashley and Jay. So Ashley says that she feels hurt and used by Jay's actions. She calls her friend to come over while she packs up Jay's things. The girl that Jay messed around with wants to call Ashley, so that's exactly what she does. She says that she just wants to tell the truth. The girl claims that she didn't know Jay was in a relationship, which would be a lie because Ashley met her briefly at the cookout they all went to. So I don't understand why the girl thought she was going to get away with that. I feel like she knew. You mean to tell me you didn't know that he was married? I'm not buying that. Moving on, because I'm getting ready to close off this review. Nicole and Asin, they haven't been on for like the last 2 episodes. So it has to be really bad between them right now. He's got to be dodging her, not wanting to be bothered, so she has nothing to film. So I don't know. Next week looks like it's going to be really good. Nicole and Asin will be back. Plus, Pao's troublemaker best friend will make a FaceTime appearance. And then Chantel will finally see the footage of Pedro grinding all on his now girlfriend and etc. So let me know your thoughts on part 2 of this episode of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. This is season 4, episode 9. And again, this is part 2 to part 1 that I already covered of this episode, The Truth Comes Out. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I always look forward to talking with you guys in that comment section. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Share with a friend who also loves 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time that I make an upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.